Looks good to me. Alright. We're here with Jorn, a god of winter. It's a Sultai commander. It's a snow commander. The backside of the card is kind of cool, but I don't really... My deck doesn't really play into that side at all. In fact, most of the times I play against this commander, it doesn't really do that. So what it's really doing is being a 3-mana 3/3 that when it swings, untaps all your lands. That's kind of what I'm going for. And everyone in this kind of Sultai snow shell, it's really just a Sultai shell. The snow part isn't that relevant. You know, they have some snow permanents in Magic that are worth playing, like Cold Steel Heart, this ring, I guess, but want to just always Emergent Ultimatum into like Omniscience, Expropriate, Peer into the Abyss. We saw that a few times playing against it. I'm running Tooth and Nail. I'm now noticing I actually didn't put any big Tooth and Nail creatures in my deck, so maybe I don't want Tooth and Nail. Alright, yep. I put Tooth and Nail in here at one point and then clearly forgot to do anything with it, so maybe we'll get around to it. Might actually just add another forest. I was thinking about going above 40. The green package, the blue package, and then the black is like your board wipes, and you can play... I am running Blood in the Snow, and that's kind of cool. You can play this in every deck ever. I just don't usually do that, because I don't like running the Snowlands in every deck. And yeah, that's about it. Just try to tutor for a combo victory, mostly Emergent Ultimatum. If that keeps failing, then I'll probably end up putting a Tooth and Nail package in there as like another 7+ mana spell that just wins the game immediately. Yep, that's really about it. It's pretty straightforward. Oh, wait. I'm going to take out Creation too, because I don't have a giant creature. You know what? I'm gonna do it now. I'm just gonna do it now. What are my giant creatures and why am I doing it? What are they? I think it's supposed to be Jorn. Oh, probably, yeah. Just like Jaeger. I'm keeping unexpected results in here until it does something, and then I'll take it out. Maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe that's not a good idea. Okay. Fine. Hmm. Gristlebrand. And Shieldred? Okay. I could take out... Omen Path Journey? Alright. Alright, I changed my mind immediately. I got Tooth and Nail for Gristlebrand and Shieldred, which is essentially another way of drawing your whole deck really quickly. Alright, send it. Attack with 30 creatures. Ugh. That didn't happen. That is not going to happen. Oh, maybe it will, actually. I do want to swing with my commander. That is something I want to do. Alright. Keenan, that's not what I expected to play against. How come I play against Jorn all the time, but when I play Jorn, I have to play against Keenan? Green, burp or derp burp. Not enough mana? It is all snow mana. No, it's not enough mana. Hello. Hello, hello. I'm as good as I have ever been. Alright, well, let's see if there's a land. Well, I can just cast this for a land, actually. Oh, I didn't hit a land. I'm done. I did not hit a land. I mean, I could have still waited to see if I drew one. I don't know. I don't want to play against Keenan. Sorry. Could add more basics? Crewfix seems nice. Maybe. You crafted the Sarkhan rug deck? Yeah, that's one of the decks I play when I'm not streaming. I did change it a little bit since then. I added the additional extra turn that I wasn't... Oh, no, it might just be in the list I uploaded. I might have just uploaded it without owning it first, actually. Never mind. So... Surely this is right? And then I do black. Play this. Petrolero? Hello? Oh no, they have Swiftfoot boots. Oh no. So we're gonna cast this. We're gonna play this. I'm swinging. I'm getting the quest done with the goose. I'm doing it. It's happening. The snow permanents are not very good in the game, in my opinion, but who cares? You're just untapping your lands, right? Everything else it does is like, meh. Okay, so I would like to cast this creature spell. Probably a good idea to... get Casualties of War. Swing. And then cast this. Alright. Casualties of War. Inbound. They have an enchantment and an artifact. And probably 2 creatures this turn. And I don't need my commander. That is a creature, but it's got wards, so I can't... Target, sacrifice, gain shroud. Alright. That's actually a second creature I can't target, because it just sacrifices the land I blow up. So, I don't really have a good... I actually just can't target anything there. Wow, it still worked anyways. Blowing up all my opponent's permanents. But yeah, I'm not... Like, if I did target this, they would just sacrifice the land and give it Shroud. It still has legal targets, so it should resolve still. But it wouldn't really get me anywhere, and then this would just have Shroud. I could, I guess, swing with this and then Binding on the Roaming Throne. And if they sack another land, I'm totally fine with 4 mana, lose my commander to the block, but then I blew up another land because they sacrificed a land to protect their creature. I feel as though that puts me pretty far ahead, and they probably wouldn't do that because going down to 2 lands is kind of nuts. So, and then I have Shielder too, so yeah, it's just GG. 6 mana, Door to Nothingness. Can't convince me otherwise. Alright, maybe we will complete the quest. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was wrong. My hair's still wet from my shower, so I don't want to pick it. I'm going to flick water everywhere. Oh, it's Glarb. Look at that. How did it even pit me against Keenan that one game? And now, like, I don't see Keenan anywhere. That's weird. This hand is weird, so... This hand is even more weird. Alright. Alright. Turn 2 Glarb on the play. Oh, wow, they did not cast Glarb. I feel like I would have always, in every universe, have casted Glarb there. So that's weird. My opponent is not casting Glarb. Matchmaking is all over the place. I guess so. Alright, playing that as a land. Casting Uro doesn't really feel that exciting. I mean, really, casting anything doesn't feel exciting. So I can get Tooth and Nail. Suppose I will. 1, 2, 3... I will not sacrifice my commander for Flare. That would sort of give me the Tooth and Nail, but I'm just not going to do that. Alright, this is a good sign. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, 9. And then post-combat, have Tooth and Nail. They need a counterspell. Looks like they don't have one. So I think we win, or it comes really close to winning. Oh, I can do that pre-combat. Oh, but then I can't... Then I can't do the thing. Alright, never mind. Yeah, we're gonna send Jorn to the Great Dark Abyss here. But that's okay. Did I play a land already? I did. Oh, I have 2 non-snows. I have 2 non-snows. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Emergency bailout. Emergency bailout there. I forgot. Not all my lands are snow lands. I did not have 9 mana. Alright. It should be fine because my opponent's just going to rebuild and we just do it next turn anyways, but that would have been kind of funny. Actually, I didn't even need to protect Jorn, but it's probably a good idea to bounce my opponent's board because they have a bunch of they just showed me a bunch of extra turns and stuff here, right? I can copy Infinite Primeval Titans, but I would probably then lose passing the turn back, as fun as that sounds. So I'm just gonna take the clean victory here. Do 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 do. Just looking for either Omniscience or... yeah, there, take that. So I can still technically lose this game. Not very likely, but it is certainly possible. Actually, you know what? I think I can't lose the game. I forgot. I get to untap all my snowlands. I almost forgot that's a thing my deck does. Alright. So, I'm just gonna go to combat. Just gonna go to combat. Surprised my opponent didn't concede. Take action. Whoop. Win game. Alright, apparently Gristlebrand Shieldred is not worth conceding to, but Emergent Ultimatum is. Interesting. I had Peer in my hand, so I get Omniscience, Expropriate, and I don't really know what the third card is. They're gonna shuffle away the Omniscience, almost assuredly, and then it doesn't matter from there because I get an extra turn and steal their Primeval Titan, so... Sweet. Maybe they just give me Omniscience, but then I just win by drawing my whole deck, so they literally cannot give me Omniscience. It just doesn't work. My whole deck is already in my hand, so... Shieldred is game 2 if you target them. Ah, alright, so they're always dead because they can't shuffle away both Peer and Omniscience. Look at that. My combos actually work with each other. That's funny. I didn't realize I could target my opponent. Or I forgot. Because someone did that in... There's like a mono black deck in Historic that people do that. Yeah, I've been peered before. The peer pressure is real. Raffle Lamauer. Raffler. That's funny. Okay. This is like the perfect sleeve for this deck, too. I might actually just fetch a Snow blue here, so I have blue meta next turn. Although that probably doesn't have a lot of logic to it. I'm just going to do this. Bloop. I might even take out more of my non-snow lands. We'll see how often that matters. Altar of... I'm sorry, what? Okay. Interesting. So we're going to cast... our commander, or are we going to cast... our commander? We're going to cast our commander. And we're going to not cast dig... Actually, I will dig up for a land. I have plenty of lands. Plenty of tutors. I'm just going to go find a land. It's mana efficient. This can block, right? Yeah. I like the idea of everyone ever killing my commander. I didn't really anticipate people having that level of, like, finding it that threatening. A lot of the times when it swings at me, it doesn't just win the game. So I will gladly have it get counterspelled, or killed repeatedly. It doesn't really bother me. Let's do this. I have 5-6 mana next turn. Binding is pretty nice, I think, actually. I think this is a binding situation. It could be just explosive vegetations as well. But I think dealing with some kind of permanent is a good idea. Especially with the Inventors Fair. They didn't activate Guardian Idol. That is a Sundering Titan. Am I actually getting Sundering Titaned? Are you kidding me? Really? 10 years of this card being terrible for me, here it is blowing up 3 lands of mine? That's unbelievable. Whatever. I try so hard to get this card to work, and then, yep, it just pits me against it, and I just lose instantly. I've had Sundering Titan a single time ever actually do anything, playing it ever. And there it is, working immediately for the opponent. Stupid. Dumb. I've sunk like 5 hours into Sundering Titan trying to get it to work. Probably more than that. Definitely more than 5 hours. Whatever. Not only was it good, it was extremely good, extremely early. Novice Inspector is odd. Cave of the Frost Dragon is also extremely unusual. I'm not gonna Fatal Push a thing. Worst Fears? Why did they click through that so quickly? That was weird. So I play my commander. Yeah. Of course. I think every single opponent has dealt with my commander. Let's do nothing? That is not my opponent's commander, which is weird. Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so I just win. Unless they have Swords to Plowshares. Actually, no, that doesn't work. Alright. Pretty clean. It's pretty easy to have one of the combo cards, it seems. Huh. Wait, what did they exile for the March? Wait, how did they... How did they cast this? Did they just do it for 3? Was I not paying attention? I thought they had 1 mana left when they cast this. But there's nothing in exile, so I guess they did just tap out for it. Full retail? Yeah, I missed it. Oh, this card. Yeah. It's a mythic. I'm not crafting this. No, I'm not going to craft this. I would probably just cast Emrakul instead. I mean, they skip their turn. Is Mindslaver's in the game too, isn't it? Yeah, Mindslaver's in the game. Yeah, just mythics. If they weren't mythic rares, I would, but nope. I have one mythic wild card, and we have a set coming out in a couple days, so that's not happening. And what was the other one? No, I don't think I like crew fix. I'm gonna take out some of the non-snowlands because they seem to be annoying. Yeah, I'm gonna just take them out. Maybe can leave the triome. I almost want another ramp spell that is not 4 mana. This might not even be an Uro deck. I don't think it is an Uro deck, honestly. It's actually kind of hard to get Uro out of the graveyard. I'm going to try to not play with Uro and run... What's the 3 mana one that's... There's Circuitous Route too. Can't really go wrong with this. Fine. There's also Map the Frontier, Vastwood Surge. Honestly, maybe I don't even like the One Ring. That sounds ridiculous. That just has to be a nonsensical statement. You lost to Sundering Titan Flickered? We haven't had Doppelgang come out. I'm not gonna take out Doppelgang though. Settle the Wilds. I also would like Seek New Knowledge. Seek New Knowledge is like a 2-minute draw too, really. It's also non-lands. This has to... Whoop, that has to be right. We're not even playing the better Growth Spiral, so I'd take out Growth Spiral. Maybe I can just replace Joint Exploration with the better Growth Spiral. Planar or something. Planar Genesis. I'm surprised I remembered that. Well, I remembered half of it. I'll take it. Alright. What kind of deck flickers Sundering Titan? And doesn't, like, completely hose itself at the same time. Danitha's 5-color? No. Thinking of the allied one. What does this one do? Alright, that's kind of insane to me. That's pretty nuts. I don't know if I've ever seen this before. It's hand or graveyard? What's like a good thing to do? Alright, well, surely on turn 2 on the play is how I get my commander to actually untap with it. Even though it actually, now that I've done that, isn't really doing anything. But it's in play. Nope. Every single opponent. Literally every single game I played. Except one. Silly me. I'm not gonna leave up whatchamacallit here. Oh, I couldn't anyways, never mind. 2 black, 2 blue, 2 green. There we go. 2, 2, 2, love it. Send a message here. Look at that perfect mana base. I can sweep the board as well and actually reanimate my Gilded Goose in the process. I almost just don't want to do that. I'm not threatened by what's happening right now, so. How do I feel about Chrome Mox in Brawl? I think that's fine. It's not the most egregious card they've put out, so I think that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Chrome Mox seems fine to me. Famous last words. Turn 3 Sundering Titan? That's funny. Helm of the Host. Alright, let's not let that be a thing. They can reanimate it with their... You have Mana Tithe? Oh no, swinging with the goose was a problem. That's funny. Fortunately, their commander would just put it in play anyways, so it doesn't really matter. Actually, the fact that it's in play means they can't just play this and have it equipped immediately. So I don't even know if my opponent wanted to do that in the long run. Okay, so we can do this for how much? We have 8, 9. We can do it for 3? What do I want to copy for, like, 3 times that's any good? Honestly, not really anything. But I'm still going to do it, so. 1. Oh, wait, that's stupid. 1. What if I did this? None of that matters. These are legendaries. 2. And 3. Alright. Infinite mana. Just have to draw a card. I think this is right. I don't... Giving myself Omniscience in play seems like a really good idea. So I'm just gonna assume it is a good idea. I also have these to make even more mana, but no need. Alright. Maybe taking the artifact was just wrong in general. And they're not going for their commander, so I really don't think a copy of Danitha is, like, doing anything. That's my opponent's entire turn. In fact, I probably would have put it on Kemba instead, actually. Maybe not. Okay, it's easy to cycle. More mana! Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna eat these food tokens. Alright, I actually used all my mana, look at that. Copy of Plains and their class. No, I have no use for their class. I would much prefer more mana. I'd prefer more mana here. They actually did have a thing out of hand, so I don't really understand why they took this route. Or the route they did last turn. That seems very weird to me. We're not drawing anything. A bit of a problem there. I can deny the activation here with Tail's End. I guess I will. The equip is 5, so it's like my opponent's entire turn. Yeah, I draw Omniscience. Knowing me, I probably will. But yeah, I'm gonna Tails End this here. That's okay with me. And I can do this for 11, 12, 13, 14. $12? Nope. Oh, whoops. Whoops. 7. I can do it for 8. There's not much use in this, but it sure does look funny. I can also basically infinitely block. I think I can go a turn without blocking, though. Alright, I need to actually draw something, please. That would be pretty cool. That was also my last turn to actually block. Alright, I did draw something. I don't even think they can say money. I think I just get 2 turns here. Oh, my opponent's just done. I have no cards in my hand. You can legitimately just say time, give me 2 turns, and all this was a 9-mana divination. So, this is not the time to concede at all, right? This is like, I'm not doing anything. I can't even swing. Just say time, and hopefully I don't draw anything. Now, I can, but you didn't make me. That was not... I don't think that was a good time to concede. Just give me 2 extra turns. But like I said, some people just concede when you take an extra turn. They just don't even think about it. Like, oh, you resolved a 9-mana mythic. I guess the game's done. But no, it's just a 9-mana divination. Alright. You got it. The more games I play, the less I want Beseiju in my deck. That is an Evolving Wilds. Whoa. Bro, how did I play against Keenan? And then suddenly I'm against, like, Haktos and Danitha. Was my MMR just, like, really high? It might have been. I was playing, like, Sweat Magic yesterday, so maybe maybe that's why. I don't know. Unfortunately, I will have nothing to do. Kind of a lame turn, actually. There are a few genuinely good cards to deal with Haktos, so I assume if they cast it right now, I'm not just immediately screwed. It's everything but other than 2, so they did get a little bit schmeeded by my card there. I can just bitter triumph it now. They can't really put anything on Haktos. Although, I mean, I should say that would be kind of ridiculous if you had a bunch of stuff that, in fact, did put stuff on Haktos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chaos Wand to save me. I have Bitter Triumph. I can actually do something. Alright, this does not deal with Haktos, but it does deal with other things. So I can go like here, here, here. And there goes that plan. Immediately. They named human. That's interesting. That's also kind of nuts, but alright. So... I have 7 mana. Green, green. I have 7 mana, so we just win next turn. I don't know what Haktos does to stop that. Green, green, green. Black, black, blue, blue. Correct. Or at least it's coming close to winning. I shouldn't say I just win, but... You know what I mean. Should I play Kami? I don't think so. Should I... Did I play a land? Does anyone know? I don't think I played a land. So maybe playing one here is fine. Unless I really want a Bitter Triumph. I'm just going to leave up Bitter Triumph. I don't need more lands. Why am I thinking about it? Why am I thinking about it? Alright. I take 2 less damage, but they get a free discount. They did not do the discount. Okay. Interesting. Discard a card, because again, I don't need it. I think there's a protection spell. No, there isn't. Maybe cat running protection spells with Haktos makes no sense? Not sure. Alright, it does 2 again, which it don't really matter. So, I don't know what the 3 cards are, because I have Omniscience in hand, but I'm sure it's not too difficult. So, this, that, and I can actually get Shieldred? They can't give me Shieldred? Right? I think this works. Let's find out. I haven't done these 3 before. I gotta stack them correctly. Alright, so target you, right? Yes. And then target, and then play this. And then they lose. Nice. Look at that. It does work. I didn't need Omniscience. I could have continued this game by targeting myself and drawing a ton of cards and most likely winning next turn. But this is funny. Sweet. We did it. We did it without Omniscience. Yep, 7 mana, win the game. Every time. Still not as good as Casualties of War, though. Oh, actually, wait. No, that's not true, because Casualties of War, that game was cast, and my opponent did not concede. So it was actually a 7 mana door to nothing this game, instead of a 6 mana one. They did have a 1 mana spell, I'm pretty sure. I just don't know what it was. It wasn't a protection spell, and maybe it was Swords to Plowshares. Did I cast my commander a single time? I don't think I did. No, I don't think I did. Hey, it's the commander you were talking about a second ago. That apparently runs, Sundering Titan. I didn't even know this was a card back. There's way more bronies than I would have thought that play Magic the Gathering. Actually, what am I talking about? It's Magic. Of course, it's a bunch of bronies. Ugh. I'd rather be a furry. Rather be a furry. Alright, so... Do I kill this? Nope. Green. And just leave up Fatal Push? That's interesting. Oh no, my enchantment. How dare you. Let's play our commander? No, I'm not gonna play my commander. Because if it dies, I'm like set back too far. Green is hands down the most enjoyable color in Magic. It's the most enjoyable color in Singleton 100. I wouldn't say Magic the Gathering. For me, that would be blue. So I'm gonna just bank on them not doing anything. Surely they don't always have it. Surely. I'll get a green and maybe just a second green. No, I have one in hand. It's a green-black, I guess. I don't see much reason to cast my commander. It's not exactly doing anything. I can still just cast it, though. Alright, so I guess I lost immediately. Cool. Opponent just has everything. What a surprise. What a surprise. I don't know how it isn't painfully obvious what to get here. Not sure how this wins immediately, so let's find out. Because I haven't seen it before. So you draft 2 cards? Unless I'm not understanding something, I don't really know how this is the best thing to do in your deck. I'm just very confused. I don't understand. My opponent just like made a 17-17 and then didn't do anything else. Not running Eldrazi. Alright. Well, they had it, and they would have won if they were playing, like, cards, but this is pretty cool. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3... Let's see, tap these 2, and then we have 1, 2... So we can doppelgang twice. I can take Elish Norn and this thing and sort of do the same thing back to them. I don't know if I want this, like, Clonic Rift. Should I, actually? What is that even doing? Cyclonic Rift isn't really doing anything, is it? It stops the giant token from killing me. Alright, screw it. There's nothing in the graveyard they can provide deep concern to my soul with, so... They have Shieldred the Whispering One. Alright. That's deep. They chose not to swing with, or cast it first. 17. Alright, I'm just gonna do this now. Oh, I didn't leave up Strix. Uh-oh. Bit of a mistake there. Bit of a mistake. I wanted to tap the halfling. Maybe it's still okay? Maybe it's still okay? Don't doppelgang? What are you talking about? My opponent has not played on I win the game card. And wow, that was probably the worst thing I could have done. I really shouldn't have done that. Yep, that was a huge mistake. I can't believe I did that. Wow. I messed up. I should have tapped my Delighted Halfling. And I'm feeling the effects of it. Build using the staff? No. There's no cards in the game that are any good with it, so there's no reason to. Alright. We copy... Shieldred is just meh. I guess I copy Shieldred anyways? This is horrible. There's no reason to copy lands. I could just take this. I don't know. I can't believe I'm still in this. Should not be in this game still. Oh wait, no, I'm dead now. Yep, no, I'm just dead. Okay. So, yeah, death by 1,000 cuts, I guess. Which is weird. I really should have lost this immediately, but for some reason my opponent's playing the most wild nonsense ever. Kinda cool. Norn will silence ETB. Oh, yeah, I guess it would. I'd have to find a turn where they don't have the Phyrexian Tower to sack it in response. And they had removal in their hand anyways, so... That is not a removal spell. Kind of surprising. Okay, another attempt at our commander. It has been over an hour since I've untapped my lands with it. Another perfect answer, yep. It took my opponent's entire turn to do that, though. Yep. I don't believe my opponent's going to run into a mana drain on their commander. No. So I can peer into the abyss. All right, never mind. Oh no, I can't. Never mind. That's triple black. It's triple black. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We cast this, and then we have 4 left. We can cast Binding here. Doesn't really feel that amazing though. Probably would if I had nothing else to cast. Mana drain. Love to see it. But another game where my commander died immediately. Which, yet again, every time my commander dies, there's like a lot of games where it's dying, but it wouldn't have actually done that much if it was alive. So I think maybe that's a good thing. The deck is built in a good way, where people are finding a threat in something that actually isn't there. We have it. We have it, chat. World first. Yep, I mean, I came here to do it, so... If they have 1 mana removal spell, I almost just lose immediately. Looks like they don't. So, ramp spell makes sense to me. Yet another game where my commander resolving doesn't actually do much. I can discard snowlands if my opponent makes me discard cards repeatedly. And then I can take said snowlands out of the... Oh, jeez. Alright, problems. Problems. That is actually a pretty decent draw, maybe? Yep, just another game where I literally can't cast my commander. If that's the case, I might as well take the Triome out of my deck. Okay, that's not really relevant to me. Seek new knowledge. Well, that's a way to maybe deal with this nonsense in hand here. If I get to 10 mana, this would be pretty nice, but I don't really see that happening. What's my 6? River's Rebuke? Oh, wait, it didn't get anything. Seek a permanent, so I don't have a 6 mana permanent in my deck. Could have swore I did. Did I... I did not use a fetch land, so Fatal Push doesn't kill Preacher right now. Sure. I don't know why. Okay, sure. Okay, that was kind of weird. 5, 6, 7, technically 8 at some point. If I mill a snow land, I can retrieve it really quickly. Maybe make it 9. They have 5 mana. Discard spell doesn't really bother me. I kind of assume that's what they get. No, they get an exile my graveyard because they don't want me to flip the Escanta. Okay. I think that's okay. I don't... Doesn't feel like I'm poop out of luck because of that. There's no reason to tutor immediately here because they are a discard deck, so I'll just start with the first chapter. Opponent has braids. All of these are annoying. I think I just have to take braids though. I think braids is the one that's significantly problematic. If my Llanowar Elves lives, which it can, I can 1, 2, green, green. Alright, let's be very quiet. We've essentially done nothing this entire game, so surely going to 1 with Llanowar Elves, having lived this entire game, is how I win. Oh, come on. Let it be. Let it be. Alright, we're getting something. Come on. No way I win this game. I barely played the game. I just, like, watched my opponent. Don't do anything. Don't do anything. Okay. Okay. What does this do? It takes my Omniscience? Either of these, I don't... Neither of them do anything yet. It doesn't matter. Do I get Tooth and Nail, actually? Hold on. I'm now realizing I don't have a combo. Uh-oh. We'll see what happens. I can't crack that. I'll just die. Alright, so Emergent Ultimatum. I just have to get this. There's no other option. Well, Emergent Ultimatum. Alright, so Expropriate. I can sweep the board. I can get Shieldred. We know about a removal spell. Hold on. We know about a removal spell and that. All of this dying. Oh, I lose a life when this dies, so I gotta, like, not let that happen. Whenever the aura is put to the graveyard, so I can't mass bounce the board. This doesn't cut it. I think I'm still dead here. I think we're still dead. Dang it. I'm not seeing it. Tameo and Gristlebrand? They give me that, that, and that. Shieldred, actually? I'll never have the mana for Gristlebrand. I can't do it, right? So. Oh, this doesn't work! Yeah, there's no way. I just drew my combo pieces. That's it. That's all. That's why I lost. That's actually kind of nuts. The fact that my opponent just didn't, like, lose... excuse me, I didn't lose earlier is kind of insane to me. I had an insane amount of time, but yeah, I just drew my combo pieces. I drew my combo pieces and didn't draw a Brainstorm to put them back. Nope. If I didn't draw the combo pieces, I would have literally won that game. That is kind of nuts. That's crazy. Let's stop by and say a horrible day in Arena. Hope we have better luck today. Yeah. It's been pretty good. It's been pretty good. I'm playing a commander where everyone kills it when I cast it, even though it won't do anything. So I think that's pretty good. I have lost to some deep level jank too, which that's pretty cool, I guess. If this hand doesn't get there, we're totally screwed. Alright, I'm gonna just say it will. Astronaut on the play, because of course. Why not? 1 minute commanders always go first. Alright, none of this matters to me. I don't think. Only finds Ragavan and Liliana? I've only seen Keenan once. And then the rest of the games were, like, not tier 1 Sweat Lords. Which is kind of nice, I guess. Okay, well, they took all my random stuff, and I drew a really good card, so that's pretty cool. I can tutor up a ramp spell? I can tutor up a land. That seems a little sketchy. Actually, let's just get Flare. Screw it. That way nothing bad can happen to me. Alright, you know of the casualties of war and you didn't deal with it, so you either need another discard spell or something really, really, really impactful. Looks like they are finding a discard spell, I assume. I don't know what else would make any kind of sense here. But I think that's a fair trade, given the double early discard spells. Let's just hope it's grief. That would be ideal. And not Thoughtseize. Oh, sure. Basically grief. I mean, it went down 2 cards. Literally grief. Yet again, drawing pretty good off the top of my deck. Please kill my... Oh, please, just kill it, kill it, kill it, don't draw. Good, 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 good. Let's, pay 3 life. Love to see this. Again, someone killing it in a situation where it's literally with perfect information doesn't do anything. Mass bouncing is just a bad idea right now. I will trade commanders. It's okay with me. Can I recast it? Not currently. I'm going to put this on green, so I have triple green. Oh, I thought I couldn't cast it. I could do this side. Does that matter? No, I'll just do this side. For some reason I thought I couldn't cast it again. This should have absolutely drew 2. Draw 2. Yeah, there you go. See, now our opponent figured it out. That is tragic. Alright. That is super tragic. Dang it. Ugh. Alright. Of course. Of course. Of course. Drawn lands. Don't know why they're counting my mana. Okay, we're still in... Oh, they're counting it to see if I can recast my commander, I think. I don't have a graveyard. There's really no reason to cast my commander. I mean, I could, but there's just no reason to. That is an odd card in this deck. I don't know what's going on there. I don't get it. Alright, well, I mean, we're in the top deck game. It's possible. There are tutors in my deck. There are all sorts of things in my deck to find here, so... Alright, well, why not? I've drawn 5 lands. My opponent's playing Sundering Titan. That makes no sense. It also has haste, by the way, so I would have died. Oh no, wait! It's a 6 lands in a row, ladies and gentlemen. Love to see it. 6 lands in a row. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I also drew Expropriate and then a land after my opponent Thought Distortioned me. If I did it the opposite direction... Yep. Nope, not allowed to do that, though. Nope. Unbelievable. You just had to say good luck in chat. Yep. Just had to go and do that, didn't you? Couldn't just leave me alone. Had to show up and say good luck. What a clown show of a game. Opponent gave me infinite time. I have a ton of tutors. All of them work. Card draw. Top decking like anything. I had a mountain of good draws. Like a fourth of my deck was totally fine. But 6 lands. I'm not playing against Teferi. You can go pound sand, opponent. I'm not doing that. I am not going to play... I'm not playing against Teferi. So many weird decks today? Yeah, true. Maybe everyone's like pre-gaming for the Super Bowl, so everyone's like a little tipsy. This is 6 mana, right? Yeah. 6 mana mono black commander. I can keep a hand like this. Ooh, maybe I didn't want to fetch immediately. I gotta get ahead of myself there. Oh, too late. Too late. Oh, my game is lagging. Am I lagging? No. Like frame rate lag, not like internet lag. Alright, this is all weird, but I'm down for it. So, yeah, we just stick to the plan here. So, I have 6. I can do this for 7, which doesn't do anything. I'm trying to think the 7s in my deck. There are no 7s. I can get Gristlebrand, though. Suppose I'll brainstorm. Do these all have the same name? No, they don't. Tragic. Alright, so they probably don't take Settle the Wilds. They just take Brainstorm. Which means I do get Gristlebrand. They did take Settle the Wilds? What? No way. Alright, opponent's paying attention. Okay, that makes it, that certainly makes it make a little bit more sense. Yeah, that makes it more sense. I would still take Brainstorm over Maelstrom Pulse. I'm going to go ahead and say that was a good draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, alright. I could still Brainstorm now, but I'm going to use it to play defense. Yeah, yeah, it does make sense. I was just upset that they played it. It wasn't the reason I lost the game, but yeah. Sundering Titan makes sense there. I put it in my Ashnod deck. I was just being upset. Alright, they make a 6/6. I think this constitutes another quote-unquote weird deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All of that is good, and I don't want to shuffle anything, so let's go there and there. Do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I want to do this. No, I want to do this because I have Mana Drain, which means I'm not casting. Okay. I could have bounced everything and then swung and untapped for these. I could have done it that way, but I didn't. Okay, that's all my opponent did. I take 9. I feel like that's a little weird. I think if I were them, I would have done something a little different there. This should give me the mana to cast this. Right? Look at that. Look at that. So I can't tooth and nail. I can't actually win right now. So maybe I did this a turn early. I'm still going to put them into play. I'm still going to do it. But obviously I can't pay life. The cards we know about don't deal with this, so it has to be one of the other 4. One of the other 3. Alright, looks like we're good. There's no 2 hourglass things that do anything here, so... They could just wing it and try to mill combo cards, but that doesn't really matter. Each opponent mills 5. Yep, none of that matters. Alright, my hand doesn't matter. And I win. Sweet. One, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can play Omniscience if I find it, so I will look for it and win that way. Okay, game, come on. Where are you? Alright, that works too. That works too. Let's do that. Not overthink it here. Oh, we got the giant wheel. Look at it. Look at it spin. Look at it go. And land, and flare for no reason. Actually, you know what? For the sake of gameplay, I'm just gonna swing. I'm not gonna take all this time to do random stuff here. Actually, you know what? I'm in the mood to do it. Opponent. Opponent. Yeah, 2 extra turns, they're dead in the air. It's literally, they're just dead in the air. I don't have to think about anything there. 14, and I swing for 14. Yep. That's that. So they didn't have anything, but I was vulnerable for a turn in a mono black matchup. But because my commander actually lived, it's probably safe to assume that combo was safe. So I can put people like Wilderness Reclamation in their Yorn decks, but I don't, because I'm not super heavy on instant speed spells that are really worth leaving up, in my opinion. So it does sort of go against what Yorn is doing, but I think there's a benefit in dodging that. Dodging going in all in on your commander, or like having a Wilderness Reclamation in the command zone, basically. Do I want Creation of Avacyn? I don't know. I don't think I do. Using Shadow of the Second Sun instead of Wilderness? Is there a reason you can't use both? Wait, you mean... You mean, Omniscience? What are you talking about? This has nothing to do with Wilderness Reclamation. Oh, this is Shadow of the Enemy. Yeah, it draws a card. I guess. I guess you could just do... I mean, I would put both. I think I like Wilderness more just because it costs 4, which is a much more impactful turn. Instead of, like, casting this at 6, which is a far less impactful turn. But, yeah, I usually run both. I would definitely put Wilderness Reclamation in first, though. What was I thinking about? Creation of Avacyn? Yeah, that's right. I don't even know if I like Creation of Avacyn, actually. It's still just, like, really good. We're not running Dark Ritual, which I know is, like, wrong. But I don't have any, like, amazing turn 1 triple black cards except Black Market. I should probably still run... I kind of want to take out the One Ring. How have I not played the One Ring yet? Yeah, extra turns. I mean, yeah, if you're doing that. Yeah, I had Doppelgang work. It gave me like 600 mana. Yeah, it's not green too, right? It is a blue card. Can't put it and go in different decks. Not everything is blue and green. Yeah, I'm gonna put Dark Ritual in here. One of the cards that just like ends games where they start. It's kind of snooze festy, but I could run like 5 more counter spells so that Yorn becomes like super amazing at untapping my lands, but people are so fixated on killing it, there has to be a benefit of not leaning so heavily into Yorn in the first place. I mean, it dies like every single time I cast it, save I think 3 games. I think all but 3 games. I'm not going to put Creation in here. All but 3 games, it's just died when I played it. So, it has to... I mean, I'm not playing it on 4 with a protection spell. I'm not going to go that route. I'd just play Feather at that point. That might have been 4 games. I can remember 3, but surely it's more than 3. Pretty much every game it's just died. Oh, it's Teferi again. Great. I put Dark Ritual in my deck. Now I'm tier 1. On the play, I don't really feel... I just don't want to play against this. Even if it's like a different commander but the exact same deck, I'd feel less stupid. But I don't feel like playing against this. I don't like automatically conceding, but usually when I don't automatically concede to a deck where I typically do that, I'm right when I say I lose about 90% of the time I play against it. Like, I'm with confidence will say I will probably never actually beat Teferi, so it's just sort of a waste of my time to play it out. But maybe I should just play it once just to see. And totally not lose on purpose to prove my own point. Alright, so a game where, for the most part, we ignore each other. Opponent does the old blitz for herp derp. Yep, there it is. Of course, we draw that turn 2, as is tradition. Forest. And now what? Lose to cultivate. Blue, green. This comes in tapped. Yep. Alright, opponent probably just playing some kind of mistake there. Either they accidentally played the wrong land, or kept a terrible hand and thought I'd concede to this. Some people do that. Is what it is. It feels as though it was more likely my opponent just played the wrong land there and can't cultivate to win immediately. Not sure, though. Whoa! That's a Johnny. That is the Pridemate Johnny. Alright. That's kind of nuts. So far, I think maybe one of my games I've been impacted by the awkward fetch land targets. I might, because this is dying so much, be able to run the shock lands again. I don't want the surveil lands, but I could probably put in the shock lands. This is literally dying every game. And the fact that my lands are snow has just been completely irrelevant, so... I'm hoping for a ramp spell off the top, for sure. I think I was on the play. Okay. Any Aether Drift cards I'm excited about? I've been getting asked that a lot. I went through the whole set once, and I just felt a wave of disappointment at how they just ruined my favorite card. One of my favorite characters. But mechanically speaking, vehicles are cool, I guess. But there's no like one thing I'm super stoked over. It's hard to... I don't know. I made like set reviews in the past, but I get like 2 views, and it's not worth Just don't really do that anymore. That was also when I was playing different formats. And then God forbid you say anything wrong. Oh no. Comment section blows up. It's like, you're dumb because you don't think this one card is as good as this card. Okay, well, I did the set didn't I couldn't play with the cards. Reviewing the cards will like in an isolated. This has nothing to do with your. I'm going on a tangent, by the way. This has nothing to do with your question. There are some cards I'm excited about, but nothing that blows my mind. At least in the context of Brawl, nothing's blown my mind yet. Start Your Engines is like just kind of cool, except it's on Hazaret, and then it made it extremely cringe. Like, actually cringe. I saw the card and I cringed. Start Your Engines is a line of words that is on Hazaret. Unbelievable to me. I guess it's Fortnite season. I literally feel like I'm playing Fortnite. That is the most cringe thing they could have done. Well, same scenarios. Get the blue-black land. What am I up against? I wasn't even looking. Tasha? No, the weird thing. Alright. Don't you dare thought seize me. Alright. That's fine. They probably take the ramp spell, but, like, that's okay. Let's hope there's not a second counter, excuse me, discard spell here. There is not. Alright. Let's do the thing. Oh, I got a forest? Dang it. Tragic. Radiant Lotus is... eh. Radiant Lotus is eh. Do I just discard Expropriate? I think I do. I can't imagine Liliana wins the game, but who knows? Who knows? Alright, well, this is an awkward line of lands. Let's get a black and a blue. Right. Discard my Birds of Paradise. Cast River's Rebuke at some point. Potentially win with tutoring Emergent Ultimatum. Although, yeah, no, it's still possible. Feels almost kind of insane here, but I think I actually discard River's Rebuke. Opponent chose to do Stone Cold Nothing, which means I cast my commander, which Snap resolved, which means I find this. Oh, they have a counterspell for this, but not Jorn. Alright, I see. I see what's going on here. Okay, well, we're gonna go for it here. We're gonna go for it. Another removal spell, tragic. That's actually incredibly annoying. The second removal spell is very problematic. Blue, blue. So I need either a black or a blue land here. If I'm guessing right. Oh, Liliana. Oh, the Liliana ultimate. You're kidding me. I'm going to do this. Give my opponent what I assume is Feed the Swarm. No, they took the lands. Nuts. That was one of the best draws I could have had. Alright, I am now not losing. My opponent's out of gas. Opponent's out of gas. Opponent's out of gas. Opponent is out of gas. Thank you. Ooh. Surely they're out of gas. Opponent is out of gas. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye. Please be a removal spell. Please just be a removal spell. Alright, we are in it to win it. Nothing. Nothing. You drew nothing. What's going on here? They're taking their time. Nothing? I don't know. I can't tell. Oh, come on. Are you serious? Are you serious? No way. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. What am I supposed to do? I don't get it. How much you want to bet? I'm only going to draw lands now. How much you want to bet? You've got to be kidding me. Okay, so that was a good draw. That's a good draw. Good draw, good draw, good draw, good draw. Tooth and nail, right? Tooth and nail, tooth and nail. We'll be below 7, so no. Casualties of war, no. Balagate recovery, picking up combo piece, yes. Swing at random invasion of Zubadubber. Okay. Good. Do the thing, yes. I forgot my lands untapped. I think I missed lethal. One, green, green. No, I didn't. Still fine. Oh! Taste it? Yes! Oh. Bro, if I lost that game off the top of my opponent's deck, I would have been... That would have been the last game we played. Oh. Oh. What a roller coaster. What a roller coaster. If this killed me, yeah, no, that... We're deleting the deck if I lost that, for sure. Always assume the blue player has a counterspell? Well, not when they don't have any cards in their hand. Actually, you're wrong. It's 2025. You should still assume they have a counterspell with no cards in hand. Alright, I played Halana for about 3 hours and never won. So, surely that's what happens here, right? Actually, I think I've played against this person a few times. They're like the Halana main. So, this doesn't do anything. This kind of does something. It doesn't do it all that fast, though. Let's go get... Man, I can't say hello to save my life. Let's get this. Alchemy would nerf it to 2 cards. What do you mean? What do you mean? Opponent has a burn spell. Is it worth casting this still? I genuinely don't think so. I'm gonna play wise beyond my years and assume I shouldn't cast this. Alright. That is nice. We can cast our commander. You know what? It's a red-green deck. I'm casting it. You can't stop it. Halana sucks. Well, Halana's not good, but yeah, okay. It does kind of struggle. I don't like saying things suck, but it's not great. It's not great. I will lose life. You are not going to get your whatever that is. Alright, so let's play this. No, wait, we play this? Does it matter? I don't think it matters. No, this is better, because it... yeah, no, this is better. Swing. We have 5 mana. We play this. And we win the game next turn? Oh, I don't have double black. We're not. Let's do that. Alright, so I think they have a 1 mana burn spell. Let's hope they just cast their commander. It was a great mill, it was. Counter opponent creature twice that many. I kind of disagree. It's like, it's kind of just a win more card. You already need this going, which is the main issue. I don't really care about the counters on their cards. Doesn't really matter. Like, if they're at that point, I've just lost the game anyways. Alright, so we tutor the win, and then we untap and we win, so... Probably the cleanest game we've had, and it took almost 2 hours. Let's tap... For no reason? No, no reason. This is a game where they had nothing to do until Halana, which is kind of crazy. And Shieldred? Yeah, we get Shieldred here because I don't need my Gristlebrand stuff. They haven't moused over a card yet. They moused over Emergent Ultimatum. Oh, there we go. Now they're mousing over it. Alright, yeah, our opponent doesn't know how it works, so we go here and here. People are scared of Omniscience, and it's kind of funny. If they gave me Omniscience, I actually wasn't really doing much of anything. It's kind of funny. But yeah, I wouldn't say it. Halana does struggle. It does struggle. But they didn't have any 1, 2, or 3 drop. Like, they didn't do the thing Halana demands from you, which is at least play Llanowar Elves on turn 1 every game. Or, like, Birds of Paradise or something. Sticking with the main, yep. Sticking with the main. Another strange commander. You can't cast non-creature spells, but there's no way to donate this in red-green. And you get double mana. Okay. I'm going to rely very heavily on Blood in the Snow, I envision. So we'll see. That was the fastest I've ever seen someone play land. That's kind of scared me, actually. They're playing non-creature spells. Weird. Monk is sus. 1, 2, 3, 4. This only helps you cast. Alright, I mean, yeah, whatever. That's another non-creature spell. I'm starting to become confused. I'm now deeply confused. I will cast this. And go get my... So I'm just kind of hoping I don't get blasted next turn by anything. I don't know what that thing looks like, but... Have I done Omniscience Enter the Infinite? No, that has not happened yet. That's another non-creature spell. Does my opponent just not cast their commander? Like, what is this deck? How does this function? I know you get to play these things before your commander would come into play, but, like... Alright. One, two, three, four, five. No lands, so this dies, and then hopefully there's nothing else to do after. This is interesting. Probably not interesting enough. So we got 6, 7. Oh, that's annoying. That's actually extremely annoying. This is a land. No, I don't need it. I don't need it. Transform. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I just do this. Dark Ritual. Alright. Well, that's kind of meh. Alright, I would have preferred to have not gone under 7, but... Rip. There are no answers in play to Gristlebrand, so I could still maybe just stay at 4. They can Glorybringer deal 4 and force a trade, though, so there's they have a valid line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I have to do this. And there's no... I mean, there's nothing to think about. It either is good enough or it isn't. That is nuts. Okay. Okay. Do I win with this? Because I only lose 2 life? 3 life? I kind of forgot this is... Yeah. No! I was supposed to swing first. I said it as I cast it. I saw it as I cast it. Oh. I would have won that game. I would have won. Oh. I would have won the game, man. Sometimes we just lose. Alright, that's why you play cards. Oh. Nobody clipped that. I don't want to see that. I don't ever want to see that again. I can't believe I did that. Moving on. Sometimes you just don't want to win, you know? Sometimes you just wake up and you're like, I don't feel like winning. And that's okay. And that's okay. Let's name God, so Jorn is uncounterable. I don't know. Ay, ay, ay. Actual tragedy. Actual shambles. Clipping as we speak, yeah. Alright, let's play this, because we can. I'm pretty sure it's uncounterable. This is something I'm not aware of. There we go. Love to see it. I'm not at 6 mana this turn cycle, which really sucks. Alright, so they tap down my commander for a second. That's interesting. I can dig up. I think I'm gonna just... brainstorm. Oh! I just did the worst thing in the game, which was... screw myself over. That was a huge whoopsie. My bad. I forgot that was in play. I am a dum-dum. Wow. It was also... yeah, no, whoops. That was a terrible line. Alright. Another massive mistake that probably cost me the whole game. Cool. Of course. I think that's actually the second time I've cast Brainstorm the entire time I played. Alright, so we're just punting left and right here. We're really prepping for the Super Bowl. Like, we're really just getting ready to punt everything. I can't believe I did that. Wow. I cannot believe I just did that. I'm just... the psychic damage from the Rurik Thar is just... whoops. Alright. 2 games in a row. We're farming cliffs. I know. We really are. I'm literally being content farmed. I don't have any blue mana, and green, blah, blah, blah. Oh my goodness, I am in shambles. So Casualties of War is interesting, but I think I want Cultivate here. Doesn't protect me from subtlety? Yeah, that's true. Subtlety. Actually, I don't think I want another green. I could have just played Jorn there, but probably a better idea to play the thing that can't get killed. Oh, here comes the snooze fest. Yeah, this is boring Garuda. Just does the same thing every game. Kind of like us. Oh, they have a counterspell too. Wow. Who would have thought? No way. Wow. Why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can kill everything my opponent does. Alright, surely they don't mill combo piece. Oh, they immediately do. Of course, of course. Surely it doesn't happen 2 times in a row. Opponent mills Shieldred? What? Okay, you can have that. I don't care about any of that. So, sweep the board. And then... Shieldred? Okay. I win if I untap with Shieldred, I guess. Oh wait, that's not true. Is it 5, 6? No, that's not true. There's no way casting this is wrong, so... One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Expropriate next turn is kind of okay. I don't know what I'm supposed to draw into repeatedly, like what I'm looking for. I wanted to think about it, but alright. Alright, so they get Ulamog, which doesn't fundamentally change anything. And we can draw before we do anything, right? Yep. Okay, so what's in the graveyard? Pier is in the graveyard. but not Omniscience, but I can't cast Omniscience even if I find it. Probably a good idea to start with Expropriate. So I'm going to do that. I don't think they can say money. I think we're actually getting 2 extra turns here. Yeah, I don't think they... Can they say money? Maybe? They do? So I can steal Ulamog? Right? Nothing else makes any sense. Let's see, this is 9, so yeah, we just take Ulamog. And I don't have a good attack, so... Discard a card, it's easy enough. So I can play Omniscience if I find it, but I have to find it. That was not it. Casualties of War. Go to 3, actually, because I think I can do better than that. Okay, so no Omniscience. Let's play... I don't have any extra turns either. So if I cast this, I blow up that, and then... So land... So artifact... That... And now I can swing. I can draw 3 more, 7 more, but there's not really anything specific I'm chasing towards. So I'm actually just going to blow up Garuda. And pass. Alright, so keep 7. 1... 2, 3, 4. I guess I'll land 5, 6, 7. No, that's dumb. Okay, they're at 1. So no fetch land. They can still tap that and swing. I'm not dead to... Cityscape Leveler. Wow. Alright. After the past 2 games, that feels good to do that there. That was an interesting game. Gristlebrand, they just couldn't really cleanly answer with it. The time and money thing is a hard thing to assess, but I think I was right. I think they had to say time and give me another turn, because I can't really attack with this. And with the Ulamog out of the way, I can, and that's kind of significant. I mean, I could have drawn 7 more. So, yeah, interesting game. 2 decks that usually just stare at each other and do, like, nothing. That was pretty nice. We'll play a couple more. Got to prepare myself for the Super Bowl party tomorrow, where I shall be drinking copious amounts of vodka. Surely. I don't even remember who's playing in the Super Bowl. I don't watch football. Fine. So it's Poison Atraxa? Probably. Or Super Friends. Usually is Poison, though. Don't usually see the Planeswalker side of it. It's just like toxic nonsense. Eagles versus the Chiefs? Alright. Okay. I'm familiar with the Chiefs. I'm not familiar with the Eagles. Oh, it is a Planeswalker deck. Whoa. Alright. That is bombastic. That means I will play... This is a land. I can play this, and then Invasion, and then tutor up the combo card and win the game after that. So, blue and black. Super Friends does not really interact with this combo, so... You want to do a Trax to Super Friends, but you don't have enough wild cards? Yeah, I mean, the Toxic one is way easier to craft, that's for sure. Do I work for Aether Hub? No, I don't. But if you're a partner with them, you can put the hashtag in your thing, and it will... put your stream in their website. So says them. But you have to, like, prove... You have to have enough subscribers on YouTube or something like that. I can't remember. It's been a while. So, Vraska is annoying, but not really that annoying. Actually, neither of these are annoying. Let's just take the one that draws a card. I assume my opponent's going to try to take an extra turn, and I can't say I'm terribly scared about that. I'm also not scared about this Kaya. In fact, this Kaya is kind of weird. If you're a bunch of Planeswalkers, it's odd to try that situation. Yeah, I don't really care about this Kiora. I can just do this thing. They can proliferate my Saga, which is funny. They probably shouldn't do that, though. Though it doesn't matter. There's nothing to reanimate. Oh, that's not true. I can reanimate something. Never mind. Yeah, you shouldn't do that then. Alright, so we just win. There's no line here that does anything. Just tutor up the I win the game thing. Proliferate the battle? No, they did. They proliferated it. It's at 5. Bloop. Alright, GG. Bloop. 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 Ooh, cool. Oh, it did a cool one. Alright, so I don't necessarily straight up win. I go time. They say time too. Oh, they give me 2 extra turns. Alright. The gonads are real. Let's get you. Cast this for no reason. And pass. Alright, so we mass bounce everything. Overload. This is neat. I like this. We have not had this happen yet. Kind of a... Oh, of course. Of course. All I do is draw lands. Yay! Alright, so we didn't win-win. That's okay. We're in this position. I do have 2 counter spells, and I don't know what they do. They should probably start with Time Warp just to play more lands. Oh, they do? So smart. I love it. I'd do the same thing here. But it shuts them out completely because it gets counterspelled. Now they just can't do anything. Wise beyond their years, though. Alright, now I'm kind of nervous. That is totally fine. Of all the things they could have done, I don't really care about this at all. I don't know why they shocked themselves. Okay, another thing I don't really care about. Another land. Love to see it. Love to see it. So everything here. Kira's not doing anything. I can counter their commander. I think I will. Yeah, I think I will, unfortunately. Okay, that's probably a better thing to counterspell. No, wait, no it isn't. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. So, they didn't activate Narset first, so they actually can't play it and then cast something significant, which is a little unusual to me. They just full stop didn't use it. Alright, I don't get that. But I'm going to charge in head first into it. And of course, I draw another land, if anyone was curious. So, here and here. Take action. Can I... There are no snow cards in the graveyard. Alright. Oh, the ring! Look at that. The ring, popped up. Missed a lot? Yeah, a fair amount of things. Okay, do I care about Liliana of the Veil? Because I kind of don't care about Liliana of the Veil, right? I think the 2/2 I give them is a bit more significant than the Liliana minusing or plussing. Yeah, I don't think I'm remotely concerned about that. Good thing I didn't play the Cold Steel Heart. I draw something useless again, of course. So... Okay. Of course, my opponent top decks God tier best card in the universe. But we came ready. And now I'm dead on board. Of course I draw land, right? Oh, I draw something useless. Wow. Fascinating. What a great game that was. Yep. Well, that's a clown show. I had no business losing this, but I drew land, 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 mana dork, cold steel heart, and then 5 lands. So, you got it. There's nothing I can do, right? Yep, that's a joke of the game. Okay. That's unbelievable. Completely unbelievable. Should no business losing that. No business losing that. How come this keeps happening to me? Every time I'm in top deck mode. 3 ramp spells and 4 lands? Like, what? Any tutor, I win the game on the spot. Tooth and Nail, Gristlebrand, Shieldred. Shieldred doesn't win the game, but at least stabilizes the game, so I don't just die. That's just completely nuts. And then my opponent's over there top decking literally on a Dreadhorde General. Like, what? Okay. That makes sense. Ridiculous. I really have no business losing that game. Which probably means something's fundamentally wrong with the deck, because I'm not supposed to lose that. Could have named green here, but I don't need to cast both of these at the same time. Actually, I'm just going to go all in on this. Turn 2. Against the blue-red deck. So I only have 2 blue. I only have 2 blue here. So I might as well just cast this. Okay. What? Okay. Blue. Ugh. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Like, I'm completely fine if I had that. And now I'm probably just losing immediately. Gotta love card games. There's really no way I'm ever naming blue with the Utopia Sprawl. It's just never happening. Urtai's Scorn is unusual. Tutoring up a counterspell is just weird. But alright. Opponent did do it, so let's play this and then continue to do nothing. I think. Actually, let's do that. Okay, well they had a counterspell and tutored one up and still chose not to use it. Weird. Yep, whatever. Waste of my time. If I had blue, I was fine, but God forbid. Unbelievable. And then, yeah, it just throws a counterspell in my face. If I had that, I was fine, too. There's nothing I could have done different, right? No, there's nothing I could have done different. There's nothing I could have done different. That was just always happening. We could play Winter Moon. Winter Moon might work here, right? Is Winter Moon read how I think it reads? Would it matter? I guess most of the times it actually really just wouldn't matter anyways, actually. Yeah, maybe that's just not true. Alright, it's a Grist deck. I've not seen that in a minute. Does it have a way to do the thing? Currently, no. Jet Collector. Okay. Let's play Tamio. Play this. Emperor of Bones. Alright, another card that cares about the graveyard. So there's just like graveyard matters for 600 years kind of thing going on here. So we play this, and I suppose we can just draw, right? Alright, that's one of the reasons to draw. That's a solid thing to play immediately. Alright, my opponent draws 500 cards. Whoop-de-doo. Of course they do. The last possible turn. Should be fine. They also didn't actually have to discard because Mishra's Bauble. That's kind of adorable, I guess. Opponent keeps their commander in the graveyard. Opponent has that, sure. Kind of a low-powered payoff, but it's cool looking. But, not the scariest thing to be doing. So we're gonna play... Yeah, alright. My opponent literally did everything they wanted to do, and I felt like I was still just completely fine. Grist is not very strong, though. It really isn't. Even if you have it, like, flip on turn 2. Well, I think that's possible. At least with Dark Ritual, I don't know. I'm sure there's a way. But yeah, like, this doesn't really flip into anything of deep concern and naturalizing. They also didn't blow up my clue token, so I could actually flip Tamio. I can genuinely flip Tamio here, pick up Blood in the Snow. I don't know if that's right, but yeah, just nothing my opponent did felt too concerning there. And they're just giving us a bunch of time, and unlike the past 5 games, I actually have a way to win out of hand, so. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. Actually, we can keep going until I get 15 wins. No, because you know what's going to happen? It's going to take me 2 hours to get those final 2 wins. I've seen all lines that this deck takes. We've seen everything. We're done. Okay, so it's kind of cool. It is just Sultai ramp into combos with a bunch of tutors and some counterspells. You can do this in, say, Teamer, right? Instead of maybe some Sultai ultimatum thing, it's just extra turn spam or whatever. It's just that kind of thing. If you're way more into casting Jorn than I was, yeah, GG's. If you were more into casting this and you want it to actually matter as a legitimate wilderness reclamation, your deck is going to look dramatically different, in my opinion. And at that point, I would prefer to play Tamiyo in my command zone, or one of the blue-green wilderness reclamation commanders, like the chick with the afro, Zimone or whatever, or the Gretchen, something like that. You could do that, but I just didn't want to do that, and it was kind of a good idea not to in the long run, because I wound up having my commander die almost every single time I played it, even if I played it on turn 2. Everyone came prepared with a Swords to Plowshares or a 2-mana removal spell, and it just didn't get to do anything, right? So it seemed like it was a pretty good idea to not go super heavy into needing my commander to be alive. The backside, to me, again, is completely useless. There's just the snow permanents in the game are not worth it for this. You could run them and have that plan B. I'd call it like a plan D or something, but that's just, you're lowering the power level of your deck significantly for the blue-black side of this to matter, in my opinion, just like very substantially. And every time I play against this commander, it was doing something along the lines of what I was doing here, where you're not too upset when it dies. And there's a huge benefit to that. If you don't care about your commander dying, you're like, oh, like, okay, I'm still doing what I want to do. That's a very good that's a very good sign. The combo, there was one game where I did the thing and still lost. So either I got the wrong pair of cards for the situation, or I just top decked terribly. There were, I think, 3 or 4 games where I would have won if I drew any of my tutors, any of my, like, actually just kind of anything. But I drew like 6 lands in a row. I think there were 3 games where I'm like, oh, Omniscience, and then land, I lost. So there was a scenario where, like, I emergent ultimatums, they shuffled away Peer, and they gave me 2 extra turns and Omniscience, and I lost that game, right? I don't know how often that would happen. Let's say it was essentially Divination, because there was nothing in hand, so it's just Divination, Omniscience. Doesn't sound too good, but again, if you're drawing 2 cards, look at the deck. There's a ton of ways to just draw a tutor, right? I could have drawn Gristlebrand, so I'm going to go ahead and say that one game where I had it and lost was just extremely bad luck. There are probably about half the cards in my deck get there, and I just didn't draw them. For, I think, 6 or 7 turns, it was just lands and ramp spells and just nothing. But yeah, for a core strategy, it's pretty solid. It's fairly consistent to get Emergent Ultimatum every time you go to win the game. It's pretty consistent at doing that. I might even want to drop Archmage's Charm. It was hard to cast it, and there was one game where it was insultingly bad, where I would have probably won had I had the triple blue. I just didn't have triple blue and lost. Felt kind of bad there, but that's going to happen, I guess. So, yeah, and I guess for the matchups, I was playing against... The first game I played, like the first match, was against Keenan, somehow. And then every other opponent up until the latter half was just random stuff that I kind of expected to play against. Actually, a surprising amount of weird stuff, which is kind of fun to play against. And then there was Teferis just sprinkled in there. Heroes of Dominaria. I don't know why. I don't know. It was weird, but I auto-conceded to the Teferis, and Keenan, I think, either trampled over me immediately or I had a terrible opener or something. But so when it comes to your matchups, I think the average is totally fine. Just sometimes decides to pitch you against, like, Ragavan and Keenan in Rusko. I don't know why. It doesn't feel like it's up there with those, even though, yeah, it has this, like, oh, win on turn 5 card. But there's a lot of cards in the game that just do that if they go unabated. If it's not interacted with whatever you're doing is probably going to be very good. Doesn't have to be Emergent Ultimatum, but it was good. It's a solid strategy. I don't like it as much as I thought I would, so I would prefer, if I'm going to do something like this, go back to Sarkon and just do teamer things and take extra turn spammy nonsense. That seems more interesting to me than just, oh, 7 mana, right? But it's still fun if you like it. Just not really my kind of thing. I have more fun killing people with a giant doppelgang than I do, like, Emergent Ultimatuming. Omniscience also is right? If this is in here, I want to dodge. You really want to dodge win more cards. You just don't want to put those in your deck. And I think I was doing a pretty good job at that. But that does mean if you do have an Omniscience in play and you really have to top deck something to actually win the game, then it's going to be a little bit more difficult to do that. If that's all you got Expropriate and Omniscience, your opponent did not concede, and you didn't draw anything. It's like, man, I really wish I had this like random card that draws a ton of cards for 7 mana, like that 7 mana draw 7 that from Ixalan or whatever. It's like, you don't want to play that card normally, but yeah, if you have Omniscience in play, congratulations, you know, you now have that to draw. But that to me is not realistic. I just don't think you should do that. So, but yep, that's it. So let me know what you thought about it, and like, comment, subscribe. And if you watch the Super Bowl, enjoy yourselves. That's what I think I will be doing tomorrow. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Yep, that's it. See you guys next time. Thanks for watching. What am I doing? Oh, I'm ending the stream. That's right. Yep. You too, if that's what you guys are doing. Have a good tomorrow. If you're driving, make sure you don't drink. Yep. Yep, that's all I've got for you. Don't drink and drive.